Hello everybody, how are you today? Welcome to my IELTS certification classes. My name is Rodrigo and this class is aimed for advanced students who are trying to achieve levels C1 and C2 at IELTS certification, okay? In order to do that, we need to learn a very advanced vocabulary, and this class is aimed to teach you some listening tips. Basically, when I learned my listening for the first time, I had to learn a lot of vocabulary. So expressions, collocations, idioms, phrasal verbs, multi-word verbs, discourse markers, all sorts of vocabulary to help me with the listening, okay? Also, at C1 and C2 level, the speed is very fast, so it's kind of complicated. So before we do that, I'm going to ask you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the link below and make sure you watch our next classes, alright? Again, my name is Rodrigo and I'm officially a Cambridge examiner for the speaking part of the test, the Common European Framework Database, alright? So, the first expression is a lace ribbon, which basically means a long, narrow strip of material used to tie things together or as a decoration, such as this one. I have one here. Okay? That's a strip of material, long, okay? Now, to spill over, usually the verb to spill is used with water. So, if an activity or situation spills over, it begins to affect another situation or group of people, especially in a very unwanted and unpleasant way. So it's disturbing, alright? On the whim, basically, it's a sudden wish or idea that you act on impulse, okay? You act on impulse, especially one that cannot be reasonably explained. That just happens, you cannot hold yourself, alright? The next one, capricious. It's when your mood's changing, or your behavior is changing unexpectedly and suddenly, alright? Just to remind you, those words can be used metaphorically. In other words, instead of using that for people, that can also be used to represent sceneries. In this case, we're going to talk about waterfalls, so it's a very difficult text. So we're going to use the metaphorical translation of those words and expressions, alright? Now, the next one, aloof. Basically, an aloof person is unfriendly, not willing to take part in things, but in this case, again, we're not going to use the word for person, we're going to use that for waterfalls. So it's kind of distant waterfall, okay? A tantrum is that noise that children make and really annoys you, It's a sudden period of uncontrolled anger, so they're fighting, they really want something, they don't stop. You say, shut up, but children never stop. So that's called a tantrum, alright? Gurgling is a very nice sound of bubbles of water or of any liquid. Like flow quickly while making a low and pleasant sound. If a river or lake dries up, basically it means the water in it disappears completely, alright? It could be because of the sun, it could be because of, usually atmospheric factors, environmental factors. And at dawn is the period in the day when light from the sun begins to appear in the sky. So in some countries it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, in some countries 4:30 in the morning, okay? It starts the dawn period, okay? Before the morning starts. Excellent. So again, this is for listening material and I hope you have understood those words because now, metaphorically speaking, you have to apply them into the text and we're going to read for you. Alright? Usually at C1, C2 level, they read very fast, so you have to practice a lot. So my tip for you is listen, listen, and listen every day. The more you can listen to Netflix, you can listen to podcasts, but you have to listen to English, you have to be in touch with the language because it's super difficult, alright? Unless, if you don't need a very high grade, If you need like 5, 6, that's fine. But if you do need an 8, 9 for immigration purposes, you need to listen to a lot of things all the time, alright? So, let's read for you. When we were living in Zambia and my parents took me to Victoria Falls, I must have realized even then that every fall has its own character. Big is not always beautiful. A lazy ribbon spilling over a cliff can change mood and appearance on the whim of the sun going behind a cloud. Likewise, with a roaring cascade, even the notes can differ. Falls are as capricious as they are complex, visually and audibly. You can visit the same fall 3 days in a row and find that one day it's aloof, the next is having a tantrum with such fury that one backs away, and the day after it will be gurgling with affection. Falls come and go, so only the big year-round ones are marked on maps. Many dry up in summer and spring into life only after rain. That's why I use contours on the map to assess where a fall might be. Then, when I want to take a photograph, I calculate the angle of light at dawn to achieve the maximum effect. Then, I sit and wait for a passing shower. So that's probably the speed you're going to listen to at the C1 or C2 level of English language, alright? And specifically in this text, in the IELTS, they were asking, in describing waterfalls, what's stressed by the speaker? If you read carefully now, you're going to find out that there is a tendency to behave unpredictably. So falls behave unpredictably. One day it has one behavior, the other day it behaves differently, alright? And the second question was, what does he study in order to locate seasonal waterfalls? And the answer again is the features of the landscape. Again, this is not a text that you're supposed to read at IELTS, but to listen to that. And if you haven't got enough vocabulary to listen to that, if the speed that I read for you was too fast, again, my piece of advice here is to listen to more audios every single day before your test. So guys, thank you so much for watching this class. I hope you're with me in the next one. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please just click on the link below. And again, my name is Rodrigo. I'm just here to help you. All classes are for free. Thank you so much. Cheers guys. Cheers. Bye.